Hey guys, it's Star Moon. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be the weekly read. I'm going to do the entire week for December 11th to the 17th. We're just going to kind of wing it. I apologize for not posting earlier this week, but life. So I'm not going to be hard on myself, so please don't be hard on me. I hope everyone's been doing well, been positive, been happy, fighting demons, you know what I'm saying? The negative side of yourself, being more in balance with yourself. Peace of the mother, peace of the father, blessings for the gift of presence, the opportunity to expire. Sacrifice, may be protected by the highest. I'm just going to start pulling cards and we're going to see what happens, okay? So let's just do Monday through Friday first. See how the week is going to go. See what energies are going to be about. Alright. I'm going to do it one more time. Alright. Let's find out what are the external energies going to be for this week. Pull out 5 and we'll start clarifying them. Bottom of the deck is going to be the 8 of Swords reversed. And so the first card out I have is the 6 of Cups. I hope everything is in view. My shit is lagging, of course. The second one is going to be the 10 of Wands. Then we have the Tower reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and then the Devil. Alright, so Monday through Friday. This. Okay, with these cards, especially with the 8 of Swords being reversed on the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is going to be, you know, we're going to be seeing how we are allowing the thoughts of the past to affect us in the now and learning to release them. Okay, there are going to be some people who are going to have to go through a little bit more to see and to understand how your past is affecting you, because whether you feel that you had good or bad memories, it can, even the good memories can still affect you today, because you're not the same person that you were way back when. And so when you think about that positive past memory, you might see how it wasn't really a positive memory. It was just the way that you turned your perspective, or you used your perspective to turn it into something positive, okay? And again, there might be like this really strong urge to want to, again, like doubt yourself in the now and be like, no, this was a positive experience. That wasn't bad. I don't understand why I'm thinking that it was a negative experience, blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, that's what some of us are going to be going through. Okay, with the Tower reverse and the Page of Pentacles reverse, this is telling me that it's not going to break you. It might bring you down a little bit, you feel me? But it's not going to completely dismantle your frame of mind or who you are right now. It's going to be important to realize that you're having these realizations so that you can level up, you can be a better person and have a better perspective, of course, with your higher self. We got the Devil as the 5th card, and so, you know, if you've followed me before, you know, I don't think the Devil is a bad card. It's about, again, bringing balance, accepting your negative side, your shadow side, and being congruent with it and understanding that the good and the bad is what made you, and appreciating you for who you are, okay? Clarifying on the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Swords, we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Pentacles. And now the bottom of the deck is the World reversed again. This is a brand new perspective of where you've come from. Being in a more mature mindset and being able to look back and see the red flags that you possibly didn't see, and understanding why you may not have the same people, places, or things from your past in your life right now. I'm sorry, I gotta have you breathe sometime. Clarifying the Six of Cups. We have the Moon and the Knight of Cups. Again, this is just more validation that what went on was not okay. Please apply that to yourself, how it resonates with you. But having the Moon reversed and the Six of Cups, for me, is like just really seeing how there was a lot hidden from you back then. Maybe you were a child, you were a lot younger, more emotionally immature, and not conscious enough to see what was really going on. Clarifying the the Ten of Wands. We have the Six of Wands reversed and the Sun reversed. With this being in the second position, it's again not being able to push that narrative of yourself that no, that relationship that I was in that at that time was very good. I was the one who was fighting against the relationship and doing all this, whatever that relationship could be. It could be friends, romantic, it could even be a job, a relationship with your boss. Like seeing that the way that person treated you, you kind of internalized that, and it in turn made you like a people pleaser, if that makes sense. Okay, but now again, the mindset that we are in this week, it's going to be like, you know what, that wasn't right. Again, coming to terms with it and not beating yourself up about it either, but just realizing like, oh, this is why I still do this. Like this situation happened to me and it did affect me, and this is going to help you grow spiritually. Okay, especially with balancing your shadow self. Because again, when we are young and naive, we do things that we think is the best, and we can look at it now and be like, no, that wasn't the best. But again, I'm all about being gentle with yourself, not beating yourself up because you didn't know. Like they say, ignorance is bliss, right? But now we are no longer ignorant, and we're feeling those feelings, and that's okay. We're older now, we know how to better deal with them instead of being depressed about it or going into a negative spiral about things. Okay, the Tower reversed. We have the Queen of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords. Honestly, again, like I just said, we're not going to be beating ourselves up. This could have been a mindset before. Again, when years ago we didn't, we weren't intelligent. We didn't have the wherewithal to understand what was going on. But again, we don't want to allow ourselves 100% ignorance, because again, I don't know what your situation is, and there's going to be multiple people watching this. And so we don't want to just 100% put like, oh, well, I was young and naive and it just is what it is. You're going to have to work through this. You're going to have to understand why you were naive and what that naivety, whatever, did caused you, what path it caused you to take. Again, when we are not raised in love or given love and showing how to love properly, we project that onto ourselves and only love ourselves with that small amount that we know, and it could have been 100% toxic. And so now that we're growing, we have to accept responsibility and the accountability, because at the end of the day, it was you. You made the choice, you followed through, you went down that path. It doesn't matter your age, the situation, or anything like that. You got to take accountability for yourself. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords reversed. Again, doing a little bit too much to, again, not understanding how to flow with the universe, how to flow with energy, doing a little bit too many things, expecting too much, and at the end of the day, not taking the time to process, to think about things, to be one with yourself, and there's going to be a lot of recognition as to how that has hurt you, as the person that you are now. Okay, how it hurt you becoming the person that you are now. Because the Page of Pentacles reverse is not somebody who's going to take things slow. This is going to be, like hopping to different opportunities. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about it in a job aspect, it would be you putting out a whole bunch of applications, getting a whole bunch of interviews, and everyone being like, well, we'll get back to you, and really getting back to you. So now you got like 5 different jobs that you can accept, and you're a little bit overwhelmed. You don't know what to do, or maybe you drop some opportunities because not being able to see how that certain opportunity would uplift you. But again, making the wrong choices. We got the Sun reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, 6 of Wands reverse, and the Moon's also reverse. Not allowing time to process and really make a decision within yourself. Okay, clarifying the Devil, we have the Lovers and the 5 of Swords. This energy is kind of like, honestly, I'm just getting a lot of being in a negative environment, being around negative people. You know what I'm saying? You could have been raised with narcissists, been continued to involve narcissists in your life, and it doesn't even have to be that deep as a narcissist, but people who again are living through their subconscious and not their conscious energy, and not making the best decisions, instead of if you're old enough, instead of getting a job and being willing to pay for your bills, maybe you get that job and you're slacking on that job, but the money that you do get from that job, you go and buy things to indulge in your senses, you feel me, or things that are not going to elevate you, like that type shit. It's maybe that's the environment that you were raised in, and you kind of carried that over into your personal life whenever you left home or something like that, you feel me. It's again being in a negative environment and seeing what you're supposed to do, but not having the willpower at that time to do it. Because again, the 5 of Swords, 5 upright for me is you altogether, like just you. And when it's reversed, it's like there's something else going on. There's something else influencing you, especially with the Swords. Queen of Swords is reversed again, you feel me? And it's like 4 of Swords is also reversed. And so it's not making the proper decisions. And so this week, you might be in this situation again. You might be realizing how this is a cycle that you've been in before. And so there's going to be elements of this week that are going to kind of like, I'm not going to say like drag you back into the past, like in a traumatic way, but you're going to realize that, hey, I've been doing this for like 10, 15, 20 years. Like this type of issues are not getting better. They're not putting me in a place where I can better myself. And so you're going to want to rectify that and change that. Again, with the Moon being reversed, the Knight of Cups, there's something that you're giving to, like you're holding on to these good memories about something that are not actually good memories. Please work through that and process it. If it doesn't resonate with you, this could be people around you. Maybe you really care about these people. It could even be family, friends, co-workers, you know what I'm saying? Anybody around you that you bring into your life, maybe you're seeing that they are not putting themselves in the correct places to elevate themselves, and instead they're just digging themselves a deeper hole, so to speak. And so it is going to possibly benefit you to kind of like separate yourself from these people. For some, it doesn't have to be a complete detachment, but for some, it might be the best thing. It really depends on your energy, what best works for you, because you know what I'm saying, just like addictive drugs, like some people have to stop cold turkey. Other people are better weaning themselves off. And I do understand, especially like when it comes to family or friends that you've known for a long time. I'm not going to say that there's a codependency, but there's that attachment that we have to these people. And we feel that, well, I've known this person for this long. This person's my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my cousin. Like, we're supposed to be together. We're supposed to fucking have to go through this. And the truth is that you don't. Again, I did not come from love. And so I have had to create my own family with the people that I feel uplift me and I uplift them. People who are not actively making the wrong decisions, that are not going to help themselves. You know, we all have our negative times, you know, including me. And when like, you can just call like a depressive episode or something, and where I'll spend like a week, maybe even 2 weeks. Shit, it wasn't too long ago that it was like a whole month and a half that I was just fucking going out and drinking, you know what I'm saying, and just being like, what the fuck ever, because I've been going for a while, you know. I got 3 kids, you know what I'm saying. I've been working, dealing with the death of my father. And all the things that came after having to deal with the death of my father, you know, like I no longer talk to my family. And so it can be hard to kind of navigate life, but I've been doing it. And I can generally say that I'm a happier person now. And so however that can resonate with you, it could also even be a job. Maybe you need to cut down your hours. Maybe you need to start looking for something else. But this week is going to be the time where you might find that motivation or that spark to go ahead and take that risk. And if it's not just completely jumping off the cliff, it's looking over that cliff and seeing what the opportunities are and the possibilities are, and getting a little bit more motivated to take that risk, okay? In my experience, again, I can only speak for myself, like the situations that we've been through, we're not going to forget them, especially if they had a very big impact on our lives. Again, could be negative or positive, but these things are going to keep coming back around, you know, like energy just keeps coming back around. You can be living your best moment in life, and you can be drugged back to like a negative aspect of your childhood, an abusive relationship or something, you know what I'm saying, that can kind of like, it will feel like it's trying to pull you back. But please know that over time, whenever you combat those negative intrusive thoughts with something positive, be like, oh, well, that was years ago, you know, that person did that to me because of their personality and their characteristics. It wasn't because of what I did. Like, over time, things do lessen. And so if you're having intrusive thoughts around this time, and again, we all deal with, I feel like a lot of people deal with a lot more negative things during the holidays because there's such a social expectation about what the holidays are supposed to be about, you know. You're supposed to have friends and family around you. Everyone's giving gifts and doing all this and that. But the truth is, for a lot of people, there's not that home base, you feel me? Like for me, it's just me and my kids, and so we're not going to have no big Christmas party over here, you know, with cooking pounds and pounds of food to feed like 10, 15 people. It's just going to be us. And so if you're in a space now that is not reflecting where you came from or even where you want to be gentle with yourself and know that, you know, next year is a new year. This next holiday is, you know, you can plan to make it more comfortable for yourself. If you want to do more activities, you can do that. But again, don't beat yourself up and know that everything takes time. And I know people say, you know, life is short. Life is short, you know what I'm saying? But in general, you know what I'm saying? Because a majority of us don't know when we're going to die or how we're going to die. So we don't want to stay in that mindset of like, honestly, it's kind of like a survival mindset. Like, I have to do all this, you know what I'm saying, before I got to get this family, I got to get these friends and blah, blah, blah. When the truth is, we live for quite a long time. You feel me? We spend the first 20 years of life being a child and learning, but a majority of us are more than likely going to live past 80. And so that's 60 more years. So everything that you went through up until your 20s, you're going to do that about 4 more times possibly. And so don't be in the, again, societal mindset of you need to do this at this age, you need to be here, you got to do this to be successful and to be somebody. Just be you. Do what makes you happy. I do feel like there might be, so let me check what the moon's going to be in, but there's going to be anxiety this week. And again, depending on how you deal with anxiety is, again, the energy that the universe is going to mirror back to you. And so whenever the feelings of anxiety do come up, we don't want to react. We always want to respond to stuff. And again, I'm always talking about being gentle with yourself and not being so hard. So right now, as I'm recording this, we are in Scorpio moon on the 10th. And so we're going to go through a Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius moon during this week. And we're going to end in the Pisces moon on the 17th. And so I feel like there may be a lot of triggers about the outside energies of you, and it's going to be mirrored back to you. And so it's going to be up to you embracing your Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and fucking Virgo energies. You know, maybe you might want to check your charts to see what's in those houses. And that might be a challenge for you. That's going to be your test this week to see, your higher self is trying to see, like, okay, well, when this happened a long time ago, this is how we responded, and we kind of carried that on. Where are we at now? How are we working with our own personal energies now, especially when it comes to external energies? And so if you find yourself being triggered, you feel anxiety, please just take a moment for yourself and understand that your spirit is trying to level you up. And sometimes our mindset can be stuck to the point to where it's causing conflict. And that's the feelings that you're feeling in your body. You feel me? Like when things come out of nowhere, again, you're trying to be led somewhere. And if we are, living in our subconscious mind and just going through life, allowing things to happen, it causes that imbalance within the energy. And this is where, again, these are my beliefs, this is where the weird feelings that we have come up, you know what I'm saying? Again, the anxiety, the panic attacks and stuff like that. It's because our spiritual self is really trying to equalize within our mind, body, and spirit. Like trying to balance everything out to become one, you know what I'm saying? You always want, like they say, know thyself. And if you know yourself and who you are, whenever you are in a quote unquote negative vibe, you're not going to want to project that out to other people. Or when people are being negative, you're not going to allow that to like really affect you. You're going to see people for what it is. You're going to see energy for what it is and not react to it, but versus respond. I mean, it could be like, say somebody comes into work with a bad attitude, you can be like, well, that is them. You know what I'm saying? And even if they're rude to you, the mindset could be, well, I didn't do anything to this person. I don't even communicate with this person like that. So it must be something that they're going through. You could be nice and be like, hey, are you okay? Type stuff. But sometimes it is best, especially if there's not that connection, to just understand that it's not about you. And that you don't have to, again, throw that attitude back. Like the perfect example is I was going to the store the other day, yesterday, before I had to go to work, and there was a homeless man outside the gas station. And so I don't know if he was harassing people or anything like that, but there was at least 3 to 4 staff members outside the front door, like saying things to him. And so, he was getting defensive and talking shit, and the staff member started talking shit back. And the first thing that went through my head is like, all of this is unnecessary. You don't even really have to say anything to this dude. You can just call the cops and let them handle it. You got signs on the building saying no loitering, blah, 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 blah. you know. But there's this one lady who, like, I guess was just in the mood. And so she started talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And like just being really crunk about shit, you know? And even when I was at the cash register, she was still behind the line, like talking shit. And I was just like, again, in my head, I was like, just call the cops. You don't have to bring yourself into this low energy just because the opportunity is there. That's what, you know, the cops are there for. This is why, you know, like, again, you can always transfer something to your manager or something like that. Like, but you don't have to engage in that negative vibe. You can just see that this person is probably going through something, maybe didn't have a good day, could be mental illness as well. You feel me? Because a lot of the homeless people I heard do have mental illness, like undiagnosed severe mental illness. And so why engage in that and bring your vibe down and then like carry that? How long is it going to take for a situation like that to get out of your mind? You feel me? Because I know for me, it might be a few hours, if not a couple of days. And so why drag yourself down when you can just stay in the middle ground and see that person for who they are and the energy that they're giving off and find a better way to handle it or deal with it, right? And again, if you're having to walk away from people, it's not going, like, it honestly, it doesn't matter what they think or what they say or if they talk shit or anything like that, because you're worrying about yourself, you're focusing on yourself, because that's the most important person. You might even have to do things that upset your children. You might have to, you know, go back and tell somebody, hey, this happened in the past, but I wanted to let you know it hurt my feelings. And it still affects me till today. And then see how they respond to you. Are they responding? Are they reacting? And if you get negative vibes from it, or you get like dismissal or denial, like, it's probably going to be best for you to kind of like separate your energy from that person and understand that the way that people treat us is not always about how we treated them. And so let's see what else. We got the Page of Swords, the Two of Cups, Queen of Cups reverse, the Emperor reverse, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So like I said, this week there's going to be, I'm hearing some people are going to have premonitions, and some things the universe are just blatantly going to play out and like in front of you. You're going to see these physical things happen. And again, signs from yourself, from your higher self, you're going to connect them and better understand things. And this, again, might make you sad. You know, there might be people who are going to disappoint you, thought process that are going to disappoint you, but you're going to have to make a decision that if you're willing to engage with those energies anymore, if it's going to be the best thing for you, especially with this Emperor being reversed, because again, not everybody who's a leader should lead. I hate to be like so negative, or, you know, like not think that things are the way they're supposed to be, but a lot of them aren't. Like, again, a lot of leaders who are people like in positions at, you know, corporate higher ups at work, you know what I'm saying? Even parents aren't supposed to be, you know, they're not supposed to be parents. Like, you're not, again, my mindset, like, you're not blessed from God to have a fucking child. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not always going to be blessings, and you're not always going to be born into a family that is loving. And so it's like the energy and the environment that you come from is not always going to be conducive to teach you life skills, social skills that are going to move you through life. You're going to have to, again, look over that cliff and see what's going on, and sometimes you're just going to have to jump and trust that you got yourself. And that if there's any trouble coming, that you are going to be able to either know what to do to get out of that trouble or know where to look for help. Because that's another important thing, being able to ask for help. And if you ask for help and you don't get it, that doesn't mean you just stop and give up. That means you figure out what you can do. Because I know one thing in life is that people like to answer questions, especially if you call a business about their business. You know what I'm saying? You want to find out information. People love to help. It's kind of like a teacher mentality. You feel me? Like, a majority of teachers at school do love children and want to help. They want to answer questions, you know what I'm saying? But again, the environment can kind of like muddle that in some ways. I hope that makes sense. But we have the Queen of Wands clarifying the Lovers and the Five of Swords reverse, which clarified the Devil, right? Okay, I can't see it because this thing is lagging. But again, we do have the Emperor reverse right here. So I really feel that we are kind of not engaging too much in the negative sides of things, but a little bit more comfortable with the things that are not going to push us out of our comfort zone. And so with this Queen of Wands, and especially the Lovers, we're really trying to get to a point where maybe we get the High Priestess. For this Queen of Wands, we're trying to get for sure to upright this Queen of Cups, so we are better in balance with our emotions, and again, better to navigate life and situations. If people are going to be giving you advice this week, you don't have to listen to everything they say, but be willing to hear it. Be willing to hear what people have to say, because we are all coming from different perspectives, and although we can't all follow the same path, we can learn from other people, from their successes or their mistakes. So be open to that. And again, I'm seeing with this Queen of Cups reverse and this Emperor reverse, like, don't tell me shit. I don't want to hear shit. I don't need your help. We're going to have to change that mindset as well. What can help that? Understanding that you possibly don't have the answers. It's not possible. You don't have the answers for everything. You cannot do everything by yourself, because this is Justice reverse and the Nine of Wands reverse. Like, you can't yourself deny your own pain and your own ignorance within things and think that you're going to be able to prosper and grow and be successful. You're going to have to accept that you are in this lower vibe, and not be so egotistical, thinking like, oh, I got all my shit together and blah blah blah. No, because the moment that you think that everything is so good and like you're not worried about anything else, you're not keeping up with other things, the shit's gonna fucking hit the fan, right? So what is this Nine of Wands? The World and the Three of Swords reversed. Again, you cannot get rid of what has happened to you. You are going to, this is shit that's programmed in your CPU, you feel me? Like, it's there. The only thing you can do is combat the negativity with positive thoughts. Again, being gentle with yourself and accepting your shadow. If you're not going to accept your shadow, you're going to forever live in your ego and think that everyone around you is the problem all the time, and it's never you. And come on, nobody's perfect, right? Clarifying Justice, Temperance reverse, and the Eight of Cups. Again, you're going to have to be willing to come to terms with who you are as a person. We have a good side, we have a bad side, and we need to start seeing ourselves in the middle. Honestly, some people are going to have to just leave these situations. You're in an environment that's not being very conducive to you, and it's actually hurting you. And the longer you stay there is the more you're going to absorb the negative energy and possibly make it part of you. You know, some people are just bitter and shit like that. That's kind of like what this is. If you find yourself just always being upset and angry and stuff like that, you might want to see that within yourself and actively, mentally try to do something, if not physically as well. Clarifying the Page of Swords with the Two of Cups. the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands reverse. So again, your higher self is trying to speak to you. Whatever you believe in is trying to speak to you. It's time to hear them. It's time to listen to your higher self and be willing to take a risk. For some people, it's going to be willing to take a risk at looking crazy, whatever that means to you. But you're going to have to do it. You're being called to something. You're being called to do something. You know what I'm saying? You're being called to elevate yourself. And so you really need to take that time, because your spirit's not going to stop. And so you're either going to start following your higher self, or you're just going to sink deeper into a depressive state of like, oh, woe with me, I can't do anything, nothing ever works out for me, every time I try and do this, this backfires and blah blah blah. Well, the truth is, you're not going to get everything that you want, but you're going to have to, again, be in a positive mindset, be in a higher vibe, and allow the universe to flow and stop fighting with it. Queen of Wands. Bam. We have the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. You need to build up your faith in yourself and understanding that you are the one who controls your environment, you control your reality, you control your world. Nobody else can make you do anything. If you choose not to do something, that's your choice. If you choose to do something, that's your choice. But this is understanding and being and getting in a place and a mindset of knowing that you are the one holding the reins. You feel me? Nobody else. Even if you have these negative past memories that keep coming to you, honestly, it doesn't matter. You're the one who's going to have to keep moving forward and understand and know that you are worth so much more than this negative mindset. And if you love yourself a little bit more, it will raise your vibration, and again, we'll learn how to flow better and stop fighting the universe. Sorry, my nose is tickling. So yeah, this is the energy that is going to be around this week, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to put these away, and I'm going to pull cards about like kind of like maybe like help with the mindset of being more positive about things, and not allowing outside energies to make you respond to situations. So what is going to be the best course of action with this energy? And then I'll pull cards for the weekend. This card is so long. Oh, I saw the Empress. Like how to be... This card is coming out this way. It's the 9. What is it? The 9 of Cups. What you're gonna have to think. You're gonna have to choose about what you want, honestly. So the one before was kind of like the external energies. We'll talk about ourselves and. I'm gonna do this, don't do this, because. So we want to do this. The 8 of Wands reverse. Don't do this. The Knight of Swords reverse because of this. The Chariot reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Woo, we have the Knight of Wands. And clarifying that, we have the Sun upright. And then the 5 of Wands. There's a lot of wands on the board. So, do this. We have the 8 of Wands reverse. And clarifying that, we have the 2 of Wands reversed and the 4 of Wands. Do this. You're going... Honestly, this is about cutting off communication. Cutting off communication to some sort of foundation. What's the 4 of Wands? The fucking Moon reverse and the Pentacles reverse. These both came out reversed in the other deck. Again, you're going to... This is like going to have to be a clear disconnection from a mentality that was given to you through a previous foundation, or again, this is going to be people. What's this Two of Wands? The Ace of Wands reversed and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups came out reversed in the other deck too. I honestly do feel like you're around somebody who's being very negative towards you. I don't know if this is outwardly just negative stuff, but again, feeling vibes and energy like this person is not the best for you. Maybe they don't like you. And again, this also could be ourselves, because that's how I like to look at things. But there is an outwardly negative energy that you're going to have to disconnect from to elevate yourself. We have the Death card and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, because this energy or this person is literally blocking your blessings. Again, this could be you as well. And if you're not willing to jump off that fucking cliff and take a chance, you're going to stay in this energy and possibly even dig deeper. We don't want the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups to both be reversed. You feel me? Like, we don't want to always be in negative emotions and being stagnant. Like, you don't want to be the same person that you were 5 years ago. And in some ways, you don't even want to be the same person that you were a year ago. We have to grow. So do that. Disconnect from this energy. Don't do this. The Knight of Swords being reversed. The Ace of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles. Don't use this foundational mindset or whatever this is, or don't listen to this person who is, again, using their authority over you. Honestly, I'm gonna fucking say it. This is also like being in a God type mindset. Like, well, what would Jesus do? You know, well, God doesn't like this, and so I can't do this. You need to stop. Okay, you are your own person. You know, like, these stories, these mythologies have a purpose in life, but again, you shouldn't be living by them. They teach you morals and stuff like that, but they are not fucking the contract for life. You feel me? Like, these are situations, peoples, and places that have either been made up or been told throughout the years to get a certain action out of somebody. And so if you feel like that you're not being guided by a person, place, or thing in the way that you need to be, it's okay to think that way. You always want to question everything. We all have free will, and we also have willpower. And so take the don't look for a second opinion. Look for a second opinion. Look for other options that are going to settle your mind, your mental, and of course not in a negative way. You know, if you feel like you need to go to therapy, go to fucking therapy. It's always helpful to be able to speak to somebody who is unbiased, and even like the intrusive thoughts, like it's fucking ridiculous. You're paying these people, you know what I'm saying? But still, therapy is it's a good thing. It is a good thing, but try to speak to somebody who is unbiased and doesn't have any interest as far as gaining or losing something that happens to you. There's a lot of feminine energies out there, both male and female, who have good advice and can embrace you, and again, not be biased and tell you what a better course of action can be. They can help you find different resources, because again, we are not all the same. All right. This Ace of Pentacles reversed and the don't do this. Look, here's Temperance upright with the fucking Seven of Pentacles. If you pull away from this energy, you're going to feel a lot better from yourself. Don't keep giving to this just because, again, you respect authority in some sort of way, or you just feel lost, or you just feel like, well, I can't do it alone. I promise you, you can. I promise you, you can. All right? Clarifying the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Strength card. Again, this is a very sturdy, strong foundation that has a very good hold on whatever it tries to, I'm hearing manipulate, okay? And we do not want to allow ourselves to be manipulated because we're in our ego. And again, having an ego is not a bad thing, but whenever we feel, when we give away all of our power and we're like, well, I'm going to have to listen to this person, I'm going to have to do this because I don't know any better. You know, it's okay to follow people, to put yourself in a situation where you're more willing to learn things versus just 100% following somebody. Because that's not, I just don't think it's cool, you know. You need to allow yourself to have a mind, to question things, to think, you know what I'm saying? Even if you do just want to follow something, being able to be like, well, is this the best for me? And again, maybe you need to find different options or different resources, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so we said, do this, don't do this because of this, the Chariot reverse. What's clarifying the Chariot reverse? We have the Four of Pentacles reverse and the Eight of Pentacles reverse. It's still all over the floor. Please take your time to actually clean it up. Okay, look at the floor right there, please. You see it? You're just flinging it around everywhere. Why don't you go put that? Don't use a dirty rag to clean up something. Go put it away and get a new one, please. I apologize. Fucking smell. Because of this, the Chariot reverse, we got the Four of Pentacles reverse and the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Again, Chariot is all about moving forward and stuff like that. And with it being reversed, this is like a hard stop. Like you done ran out of gas. You maybe don't even have a transmission. You don't even have tires. You over here sitting on blocks. And I feel like you're realizing, especially this week, that there's some sort of stagnant energy going on with you. And it's not necessarily 100% that you don't want to do anything. It's because you're not willing to take the risk. So again, that motivation and that energy is going to come through. Again, releasing the things that we hold to ourselves that we feel, again, this is ego, that makes us feel like we are who we are. Well, you know, like, what's an example that I can do? What's a personal example? I don't know. One example is like right now I started serving at a restaurant versus being in the kitchen. Like I love being in the kitchen. I love cooking. I love fucking always moving around and doing whatever the fuck I need to do. And for years I told myself that I wasn't going to be able to be a good server because it wasn't going to work for me. But now I am, I've been a server for about a month. Maybe a little over a month, and I love it. I enjoy my job. I even had a table. I have had several tables tell me that that my service is very good, and that like the table that I'm sorry, blah, 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 there's a lot going on. I had a table yesterday tell me that I have risen the bar for service, and it's going to be very hard for anybody to overcome that, you know. And they even wanted to go speak to my managers about me and stuff like that. Were they listening? I don't know, but it still made me feel good knowing that I affect people in a positive way, even if it's just for minutes, you know what I'm saying, or an hour at a time. Please make sure you mop out here too, because again, it was all over this floor as well. Just get the whole entire area. And so when we see that something's not working, don't keep engaging in it and taking a risk and being able to see the reward that comes from that. It's a beautiful thing. So again, don't do this because of this. Let's clarify that Four of Pentacles, the Lover's reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. Lover was upright in the previous one. Again, the external energies. And so again, this is going to need to be a balance between yourself and the universe, bringing that subconscious with the conscious, and just kind of like yin yang in that shit. You feel me? Because the path that you are on now, or if you stay in this same mindset, is going to further disconnect you from your higher self. It's going to disconnect you from success and honestly the things that you want, because you've been thinking about things. You've had things in your mind that you want to do, people, places, and things that you want to go see, do, you know what I'm saying, and all this shit. But if you allow a negative mindset to keep you stagnant, and you keep feeding into this, well, I can't do this because, you know, well, it didn't work out for me this time, and so it's not going to work out next time, and blah, blah, blah. What do you feel like the universe is going to be able to give you? It's going to see that you're happy with lack. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a poverty mindset. Don't have a lack mindset. Know that, again, if you put the actual physical effort into something, you will see the rewards of it. And honestly, like, it's just truth. It's fact. At least in my head it is, you know? Clarifying the Eight of Pentacles being reversed. We have the Seven of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands again. If you put all the energy into yourself that you're trying to put into things external to you, you're going to see a change. We are not a good person because we're helping so many people. We're doing so many things, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I can always use me being a parent as a fucking example, because goddamn, this shit is fucking stressful, you feel me? But I always wanted to be like that perfect mom, you know what I'm saying? Again, not coming from love and not even understanding what is needed to provide that type of environment. I thought that, you know, if I put my children first about everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a point in time that I was making my own diapers, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that anything that they wanted to do that we were doing, trying to go to the park all the time, trying to go to the library, trying to do all this shit, you know what I'm saying? To literally project that I'm a good mom to them, and have them see that, oh, we can do all this, you know what I'm saying? And so I can still have a job and stuff like that. But the truth is that I'm only one person, and it deteriorated my soul a little bit, you know? And so understanding that the situation that I'm in, you know, being a single mom and not having the family that I grew up with to support me, never really even had that support, especially when it came to my kids, and not having their fathers around or somebody in my life who is willing to help me, again, really to create that environment that children need to grow. You know, everything that I didn't have, I've had to take a step back. I've had to pick up a second job, and it fucking kills me, you know what I'm saying? But I have to pay these bills. I have to fucking put food on the table. I have to fucking buy clothes. I have to do all this, you feel me? And so I can't take my kids to the park. I can't fucking I can't always be in a happy mindset and wanting to talk and chill and hang out all the time, because I'm fucking exhausted, you know? And it's very easy for me to guilt myself about, I can start crying right now, but I'm not going to. I can easily guilt myself about the choices that I've made, ashe, and the situation and the environment that I'm in with my kids right now. But at the end of the day, nobody's going hungry. Nobody is starving. You feel me? And I know that they are in a good place. They're not in a bad place. They're not being abused or anything like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there might be situations where they feel alone and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I just hope that they know that I'm there for them and that I care for them, and that this is what I have to do right now to get us to that next level. And so if you have to walk away from something because it is causing you stagnation, it's a lot better to go ahead and take that risk instead of just staying in it. You know what I'm saying? The perfect example, like a lot of people say, oh, they stay together for the kids. No, fuck that. Because my parents stayed together for the kids, and it was hell. You know, and even at my age, it still affects me. And now it has been lessened over the years, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I've learned to be so self-reliant, independent, and hardworking that I may not get everything that I want at the level that I want it, but I also know that I am highly limited right now within my situation, and I'm not going to beat myself up for it. You know, like I'm out here struggling like everybody else, living my life and being grateful for where I am and what I have, and for the people who choose to be around me. Because when people choose to be around you and they accept you for the good side and the bad side, and they see you for who you are, life is better. You know, not forcing friendships or relationships and stuff like that, because that takes too much fucking energy. Love shouldn't hurt, and love shouldn't be hard. That's not to say that there's not going to be ups and downs, but if it's a constant struggle every day, you're going to have to back away from it. Always do what is best for you, and do no harm to those around you. You know yourself. If you're in a bad mood, go be in a bad mood somewhere else. Open your mouth and express, like, hey, I'm not feeling it today. I'm kind of grouchy. I need some space. And people are either going to respect that or they're not. And if they don't respect it and they fucking get the beast, you know, it is what it is. You can forgive yourself and find a better way to respond to situations like that. So let's, I don't even know how long I've been here. Oh shit, a fucking hour? Wow. I hope you're still with me. If you are, I appreciate you. So we're going to go into the weekend. We'll do, you know, I'm just going to do Saturday, Sunday. I think I did Monday through Friday for the weekly thing. So this weekend, what is something positive that's going to happen this weekend? What is that? Going to be December 16th and 17th. Ashe. Something positive that's going to happen. And then something negative. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords reverse. This is, again, another energy about releasing worry. Then we have the Five of Cups reverse and the World. And underneath that is the Ace of Cups. Fucking beautiful. So something positive that is going to happen. We have the King of Pentacles reversed, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So what is the positivity that's going to happen? Again, we're going to be walking away from this person or this energy or this mindset that makes us feel low, that makes us feel like that we're not enough, we don't deserve enough, and can't get enough. Because look, right here with the Three of Wands, we're looking out at that cliff. We're looking for better things, you feel me? And look at all the shit that's out there. And so you're going to see that there's so many opportunities, there's so many other places to go, to do, and that it's going to help raise your vibration to realize that, yeah, you can go there. Fuck this person. Fuck this energy. This could even just be your mindset, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're not living where you want to live and you think, oh, this is fucking horrible, I'm never going to get out of here. Yeah, you can, but you just got to plan. You have to fucking literally put the physical energy into the shit. You have to put the mental energy, and you got to put the emotional energy as well. You can't just sit there and think that something's going to happen. You feel me? This is an energy of, it's never going to get better. I can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking stuck mentality. You may have come from something like this, but it's not you. And the positivity that's going to come from this weekend is you're going to either move forward and seeing that you are worth a lot more, or you're going to see more of this energy and how it's blocking you. The negative that's going to come. we have the Star, the King of Cups reverse, and the fucking Page of Swords reverse. Unfortunately, this glow up that you're going to be having, you're going to radiate this shit. You're going to, again, not listen to people talking shit. You might be a little bit snarky with people, might have to clap back type shit. And this is going to affect them. That King of Pentacles reverse right there. This is going to affect them. And being a better person is not always about fucking love and light type shit. Like, you fucking do me wrong, you do me wrong, I will cut you so motherfucking deep. And this is what I'm seeing with this energy. Again, Aquarius energy, the interconnections of your universe and the people, places, and things around you, and no longer allowing them to fucking drag you down. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of masculine reversed energy in these cards. And so it's like, you're no longer wanting to move towards that. So what's the negative that's going to happen, which is not really negative at all, is that you're going to see yourself. You're going to be more of yourself, and you're going to fucking defend yourself. Let's go ahead and clarify that Star card, because I fucking love that shit. Ten of Swords and Temperance reverse. Again, you're going to see how these motherfuckers, these mindsets, and even yourself have stopped you, and you're not going to allow anymore. This is, again, being like, you could be in a group of friends and all of them want to do an immoral thing, you feel me? And that's just not your vibe anymore. This is you having the balls to be like, hey, I can't do this. You know, this isn't me, this isn't right. I want better for myself. Let's clarify that King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles reversed, and the Four of Swords. Knowing that and seeing that this negativity has affected you and no longer putting energy into it. That's fucking it. You know, like, you want to be a better person. You want to do better things. And so you're going to walk away from the energies or the environments that promoted you staying in the low vibe. Page of Swords being reversed, we have the Six of Pentacles and the fucking Page of Pentacles. Again, not gonna sit here and think about all this shit, but actually put some fucking energy into it. The Pentacles is all about movement, stability, and stuff like that. And it doesn't matter that it's a page, because we all start from somewhere. So again, giving more to the physical realm about things instead of the mental, because we cannot sit here. I don't care what anybody's told you about manifestation. You're not going to sit here and think about something and you're going to open your eyes and it's going to be there. No. It's kind of like just like a metaphor type thing. If you want something to actualize in your life, you have to put the fucking energy out there. You got to do it. You have to fucking literally do it. You got to stop thinking and actually fucking do it. Whew. This is King of Pentacles. Reverse, the Seven of Swords reverse, and the Fool. You're going, again, not going to allow stagnation, you know what I'm saying? Going to get out of the mental and get more into the physical and actually do something about it. Three of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands reversed, and the Chariot. You're going to take your time, you're going to think about what you want, and then you're going to take the action towards it. Nine of Pentacles, we have the Nine of fucking Wands reverse and the Five of Swords. You know, again, not going to fucking sit here and go back and forth with your mental about it. Honestly, like, whenever I think about mental, it's also a God type of energy, especially if it's going to be in a negative mindset. You're not going to allow, like, well, God didn't want me to do that. You know, my dad didn't want me to do that. My mom didn't like that. My brother don't like that. My sister, my cousin, anything along those lines, you're going to be like, well, maybe that is good for them, but it's not good for me. And you're going to make better choices. Just clarifying the World at the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands and the Hermit. It's about bringing your higher and lower self together right here in the middle to bring balance to your life that you need. In my head, I'm hearing be mid. You feel me? Be mid. Don't do too much and don't do too little, but be mid. Do enough to where you actually see movement. either within your emotional, your mental, or your physical. And if anybody tries to stop you, you don't have to attack them. You can just walk away. But if they keep coming at you, you make sure you defend yourself. I do not promote violence or anything like that, but you can cuss a motherfucker out and they might get the clue, you know? Who the fuck thought that this was going to take over an hour? But I really hope that a message got through. If something resonated with you, please like, comment, share. I'd appreciate it. Again, for me, this is not my first or my second attempt of creating a channel and being consistent with it, but it's something that I love, and so I'm going to continue to do it. More than likely, see you back here again next Sunday. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, you can hit me up, starmoonintuitive@gmail.com. You can go to my website, StarMoonLove. I have explanations of, astrology, your chart, and how to understand it for yourself, your placements and stuff. So just go take a look around. And if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. It's what I'm here for. It's what I love to do. And we're going to get there together. Much love and Asé.